Hello! In this video, we discuss how India is a federation with unitary characteristics. We should first discuss the systems of governments. There are broadly two systems of governments followed in countries of the world: the unitary system and the federal system. These systems are based on how political power is distributed among central government and the local, smaller governments. The smaller governments may be known as states, cities, counties, provinces, and so on. Let's first have a look at the unitary structure of the government. In a unitary system, the power is centralized in a central government authority. A unitary system is governed constitutionally as one single unit with one law-making authority. The law-making authority, that is, legislature, is created by the Constitution. All power in this system is top-down. The legislative power or the law-making power, the executive power or the law-implementing power, and the judicial power, that is the law interpretation power, is concentrated in the central government authority. The local governments, the smaller governments, are created only to administer the policies and laws which are made by the central government authority. The smaller local governments don't have an option not to follow the decisions of the central government. In a unitary system, the central government authority may create or alter powers and the territories of the smaller governing bodies. A federal government, on the other hand, has distribution of power at the central level and the state level. In other words, the legislative power, the executive power, and the judicial power is split between the central government authority and the local governments. In a federal system, more autonomy is given to the local governments to manage their affairs. This world map shows the kind of government structure that the countries follow. The countries in blue follow the unitary system of government. The countries in green follow the federal system of government. The United Kingdom, France, Italy are some democratic countries which follow the unitary system. The United States of America, Canada, Mexico, Australia are some countries which follow a federal structure. In a unitary system of government, the constitution is flexible and often unwritten. In a federal structure, there is a written constitution which is less flexible. In a unitary system, there is uniformity in laws. In a federal system, there may be two different sets of laws, one at the center and one at the state. How is India a federal country? In India, the power and authority is distributed between the union government and the state government according to the Constitution of India. The distribution of power is based on subject matter. Broadly, subjects of national importance are subjects of the union, and subjects of local importance are subjects of the state. For example, defense, foreign affairs, citizenship, extradition, national highways, airways, the Reserve Bank of India, interstate trade and commerce are subjects of the union. Public order, public health, fisheries, agriculture are subjects of the state. Some subjects are shared between the union and the state, such as law relating to transfer of property, contracts, marriage and divorce, labor welfare, and so on. India is a federation with some unitary characteristics. It is not a complete federation. India is not a strict federation. It is a federation with some unitary characteristics. We call it a quasi-federal system of government. It is neither federal nor unitary. It contains both federal as well as unitary characteristics. Let's see how. Firstly, unlike federal countries, which have a dual citizenship of the Union and the state, India has a single citizenship. Secondly, there is a single constitution which constitutes the organs of the government and explains the distribution of power between the Union and the states. Thirdly, the Constitution of India provides for the centre to change the name or alter the boundaries of the states. This is not possible in a strictly federal government. Fourthly, India has a unified judiciary with Supreme Court at its apex. A completely federal state would have a dual system of courts. Fifthly, during proclamation of emergency by the President of India, the powers of the state governments are curtailed to a great extent, and the Union becomes all in all. During proclamation of emergency, India resembles a unitary structure. Sixth, the governor, who is the head of the state, is appointed by the President. A governor holds office during the pleasure of the President. This aids the centre in exercising control over the state administration. There are many more examples to show that India is a quasi-federal structure of government. Some laws which are made by the state require President's assent. States are financially dependent on the centre since they have much lesser sources of income. And sometimes the Union government makes laws on subjects which belong to the state list. It is because of all these factors that we can conclude that India is a federation of states with unitary characteristics. If you've liked the video and found it useful, please like, comment and share. And if you do that, I'll know that I should keep these videos coming. Goodbye.